Hey guys, this is Pedro back with another video for the channel. For this occasion, there's no interview, there's no conversation, there's no talk with anyone within the scene. It's just more so me talking. And as as for you guys, as for what you guys can see right there, I'm gonna do a Pickems video. This time though, no yapping, no yapping at all. I'm not gonna try to talk for as long as I can. I just want to get this done. First region that I'm going to cover of this Pickems video series type of thing is EMEA Kickoff. And so this starts off roughly in the 15th of January right now. And at the time of the recording, it is the 13th of January. And so we're going to go through each match one by one, just by how I feel, what my thoughts are, what not too much of my thoughts, but yeah, no further ado. Let's just get down right down to it. So Team Liquid versus Koi. Liquid, Koi, New Ross is Flyo, IGO, Nats is the IGO for TL. So it could go either way at the very start of this competition, but I'm kind of gearing more towards Team Liquid for this one. So they move on against Foot, Carmine Core versus Navi. You got Sadak versus Angel. A few members of Navi went over to Carmine Core. Pretty interesting matchup. Also can go either way. But nevertheless, I have confidence in Navi and Angel's leadership and him alongside the likes of Hero, Koala Noob, all that stuff to pull through. So Navi moves on. BBO Giant X, both of these teams are pretty much seen as those within the middle pack of EMEA as well. Can go either way. You got Yampy as the IGO for BBL, so that's another interesting point to look at when it comes to BBL. Um, Against those two, I see BBL coming out on top and starting off on the right foot. Apex versus Gentlemates, both of the teams are Ascension teams. Apex are coming into it without their fifth man. They're gonna have to play with Odorous, their incoming assistant coach, onto the main stage for this competition, going up against Gentlemates. Who I feel that Apex with their assistant coach might be a major obstacle to them in that first match. So I feel they're gonna go down against Gentlemates. So Gentlemates move on. Upper bracket quarterfinals, Foot, TL. I mean, Foot, basically the only change in them is Zeus for CNED. Besides that, same roster going up against TL, which, of course, vastly different from 2024. I'm looking forward to Foot to move on. Vitality for Navi. Obviously, I feel Vitality is going to start off on the right foot with that super team. So Vitality moves on. Fnatic and BBO, not much of a major struggle in that one. Fnatic moves on. Heretics mates, Heretics. No more elaboration on that. All right, heading down into the lower bracket in the kickoff. Much more difficult, I would say. So just gonna try to skim this through as fast as I can. Gentlemates versus Koi. 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 Yeah. I believe in the Flyer IGO supremacy, if that's the right way to say it. BBO versus Carmine Core. I see more Carmine Core pulling out of that. Moving on to the next round. Navi versus Giant X. I see Navi being Giant X. Liquid versus Apex. I think it's gonna be the end of the road for Apex with the assistant coach. They're probably going to be able to start off stage one on the right foot, but for kickoff is not their day. So Liquid moves on, facing Navi. Continuing on with that, I'm more so gearing towards Navi in this one. Team Liquid, there's that possibility of an upset, I would say, with Nats, possibly leading the team towards a W, but I still see Navi pulling out of that and continuing their resurgence in the lower bracket. Koi versus Carmine Core. I'm gearing more towards Carmine Core. I feel like they're going to be on that resurgence just like Navi. Moving up to the upper bracket, Foot versus Vitality. I mean, you got to go for Vitality, right? I don't think Foot is gonna have the. It's gonna be on the same level as Vitality, collectively speaking. So I'm sure there's plenty of like worries over like a super team not panning out in the best of ways. Obviously, I'm looking at NRG, but I feel this Vitality team is gonna it's on a different path. So they move on. Fnatic versus Heretics. Oh my fucking god! This is the most hardest I would say match to decide out of this entire kickoff. It honestly can go either way. You got Kayak going join. You got Kayak and Crashes joining Fnatic, and them having to replace those that are coming off of Fnatic from 2024. Also, you got Heretics continuing the team, running it back from 2024. Obviously, being the best performing EMEA team from last season. So, uh, take those two teams together. You have a pretty brilliant match, but I'm more so leaning towards Heretics for this one. So Heretics moves on. Over into the lower bracket, Foot versus Carmine Core. Just that definitely feels like from this point on, whatever match I see, it can go either way. It's kind of like a coin flip. Much this is no different. Foot versus Carmine Core. Um, I don't know, man. I'm looking at Sadak, man. I'm looking for that America's influence in helping a team do well, especially for Carmine Court, given what they did last year in kickoff, winning that event and moving on to Masters Madrid. Fnatic versus Navi. I feel Fnatic's going to move on, or more so bounce back against Navi. This will be the end of the road for Angel. Continuation of the road though for Boaster and company. Uh, Carmine Core versus Fnatic. I don't know, man. It's another tough one, but, 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 it's just a matter of going on a deep run. So and just going hot at the right time. And with this year's being at the very early point, I feel like Carmine Core is going to be on that run again. So Carmine Core moves on to the lower bracket final. They await the winner of Vitality and Heretics, and for me, I'm gearing more towards that synergy, that the continuation from last year, and seeing Heretics just continuing their excellent form, beating Vitality, moving on to the grand finals, but locking the spot in Masters and getting handed that extra opportunity to finally win that elusive international crown. So Heretics moves on. Lower bracket finals: Vitality versus Carmine Core. I think end of the road for Carmine Core. Sure, you guys know what I said literally a few seconds ago, but I think Vitality is just too strong in this one. I mean, you got Les, you got Safe, um, you got Durka, you got Kicks, you got Trex, players that just kicked ass in their respective roles last year in EMEA. Um, all signs point to them continuing to continue their form while also playing together as a unit. Of course, I'm kind of missing out on Les. Obviously, not playing in EMEA last year, but of course, when he played in Americas, and nevertheless, still performing as one of the best in his role. So, Vitality moves on. They face off against Heretics in that grand final, that rematch from the upper bracket finals. But Heretics is going to win this one. They're going to finally win their domestic crown for the first time ever. First time since I believe First Strike in late 2020. I believe they were like one of the first great EMEA teams to emerge in the Valorant scene. And so with their victory in kickoff, they're finally back on top on the domestic level, and so they'll definitely be on a good momentum from then on until the start of Masters Bangkok. And so there you have it. Heretics Vitality, Heretics first seed, Vitality second seed. Heretics wins kickoff EMEA. And that said, this has been Pedro with a Pickems video. I definitely expect for my Pickems to go haywire for the worst after the first day of this competition. So definitely looking forward to that. And I'm definitely looking forward to the start of the competition itself. So Pedro Romero, Kickoff, EMEA, VCT, Valorant, Pickems, no yap. Peace. Peace.